What's happening, everybody? So today I want to talk to you guys about the cameras I'm using. Right now I am on a Canon PowerShot G7x Mark III. Sorry, I'm looking down because the box is right there. I'm an idiot and I could have looked right there. It says it on the camera except the Mark III thing. But anyways, many of you people know when you start YouTube, your journey on YouTube, you start picking up things. Electronics like crazy. Me, myself, I'm at 4 cameras now, and an iPhone, of course, like everybody else. And now I've got a computer that will do anything I need it to do, which I'm going to do a review on that. And what you guys think about this? I'm going to do a review on all this. I'm just not done. But the Canon G7X, the reason I picked it up, you go on YouTube and you search and people, I would say 90-95% of the people are in love with this camera. They can't talk enough about it. And sometimes you hear this was sent to me by Canon. So the name of the channel, guys, can't see it right now, but it's Real Talk. I'm going to get into what I think about the Canon G7 or G7X Mark III. I haven't used the Mark II. They say the Mark II is a good camera as well. I've never used it. I don't have much experience with it. The AX53 Sony I was using, I personally wasn't a fan of the the AX53 because I failed. What I did was I didn't go out and shoot a bunch of video and play with it and do the edits and all that. In the new video I did a couple days ago, there's an edit where I'm playing with it, making the camera shake. That's not the camera, but in some of the walk around, you can see the camera jittering. And it's just, even with the stabilization and editing, stabilization in the camera, it just wouldn't fix. So to me, that's not gonna work because it's not gonna work for you guys. So I wanna give you guys great quality. In order to do that, I can't be shaky. Spend money on mics, I spend money on computers, so I gotta spend money to bring you good quality. Kind of like the cars. We spend money on the cars to make sure you guys have something fun to look at. And there we go with again. And but. I'm working on it. But we're going to go away. I'm not happy with the AX53 by Sony. And I don't feel I need the big alpha cameras, the alpha, what is it, the A7 or whatever it is. I don't need that. And the reason I don't need that is I'm videoing. I'm not doing photo shoots. I'm doing just tons of video stuff. So with videos, I don't need that, but the camcorder wasn't working, so it's give and get. So I'm gonna switch over to a different camera and give you guys a rundown on the GX7 or G7X by Canon, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, here we are back on the trusted GoPro. I'm gonna move some of this stuff around real quick. I'll do some editing so you guys don't have to see all that crap. Okay, and I'll fix that wall. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so the Canon, and as you can see, it's got a cool feature here where this flips up, flips back, gives you tons of cool options for that. So that's pretty neat. The bay and the battery are right here. So that's pretty cool. Pretty standard. Most cameras do that now. So you turn it on, and of course your little camera penis pops out, and you have video mode. So all the reviewers are like, "Man, this thing shoots great video." It does in 4K. It shoots 4K video. It says it right here on the box. 4K video. So I'm going to show you guys something you may not be able to see in the video, but I'm going to go here. Oh, not that one. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to move. We're going to go to 4K video. Now, I shoot with 2 different type of SD cards, the PNY that's made for 4K, and then I use a SanDisk that's also made for 4K because I want to shoot in good quality. Let me pop that disc back in so I can show you. You're probably not going to see it because I'm shooting on my GoPro right now, but let me pop that in, and we'll hit OK. Power it off, back on. We're going to go back to menus. Okay, max record time in 4K, and it don't go above 29.97, so 30 frames per second. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. In 4K on a big ass memory card, shoots for 9 minutes, 59 seconds. I can tell you right now, that's bull crap, because yesterday it overheated on me twice within 6 minutes and 7 minutes. When you go over to 1080p, it'll record for almost 30 minutes. I can tell you again, that's not correct. It overheated on me in almost 20 minutes. Same with the 60 frames per second in 1080. So that's a huge, huge negative for me. You kind of want to record a little bit longer than that. And my card, if I remember right, is 256 gigs. So it's not my memory card. Let me see here. I'm sorry, it's 512 gigabytes. 512 gigabytes. So most of the time on cameras, it shows I can record for up to 8 hours. Most cameras aren't going to record for 8 hours. That's not a big deal. But you want to be able to not overheat your camera in the first 6 minutes, 7 minutes. It never fails if I'm zooming in on a car, taking a car, doing a video, say I'm talking to you guys. Well, I'm at a good point. You know how hard it is to stay raw when you're at take 3, take 4? Be honest with you guys, when you're at take 2, take 3, take 4. Some of these guys do that. I'm not trying to put on an act with you guys. I'm trying to be honest with you. This camera, the size, is awesome. It's exactly what I wanted. It's small, it's compact, does everything I want, except record for long periods of time. Now I'm not talking, I don't need 2 hours, I don't need 3 hours. If I could get 30 minutes of continuous 4K footage, or I could upscale to 1080, but I still need more than 15 minutes. Some of the walkarounds I do for you guys, and then I cut them down, cut out some of the junk, not junk cars, just the junk of me saying or me talking to the camera, because I don't want to show you guys all that all the time. Some of those go 20 minutes, and I cut them down to keep you guys looking at the cars. Fit on the camera, great profile. I mean, I have pretty big hands. In my pocket here is my iPhone 34, whatever the hell they're at right now. So putting them up to each other comparatively, and then like this, not sure if you guys can see that. So this camera is a great, great size. It also has the new mic jack. Very important if you want to film with good quality microphones. Stabilization, it was great. It was better than my AX53 for 6 minutes, 7 minutes. That's not going to work out. So to me, all you people raving that this thing is good, or go say, hey, you didn't do the update. Well, while the battery was charging, the first few things I did was I went and I registered the product, downloaded all the updates, did all the updates, and it fixed the autofocus, not the overheating. Cool feature is this little doohickey I won't ever use, the little flash. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of cool shit in it. A lot of cool shit. I mean, I went to bed last night very, very disappointed, because my goal is to take And I'm gonna be using a bigger mic than normal because, well, I want you guys to have good quality. So right now I'm using my lavalier mic, but I mean, I was ready. I was boom. No, that thing went right here. So it's gonna be microphone, light over here. I mean, the camera setup was on point without having 58 lenses to change. Hey, hold on, I can't finish shooting. I gotta change lenses. The zoom was great. The lens quality was great. The stabilization was great. If I was a photographer, I'd just buy the best camera you could get for under $2,000 and go from there. But the fit, the finish, I'm looking for my GoPro 8. It's actually in the Audi right now. I'm shooting on my other GoPro, and I love the GoPros. Here's the downfall on shooting with a GoPro. Right now, I don't know if I'm in focus. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't zoom in unless I jump up on you guys or zoom out like this. It's just, I love the GoPro. It's a great camera, great gimbal, great stabilization. Everything about the GoPro is great, except you can't do this. Now with the new GoPro 8, you can do that if you order an accessory that's not available yet. It was at CES on a few cameras, but if you go to their website, it's still not available and availability is unknown. So I could stop doing videos till we know what we're gonna do and we get the right GoPro 8, or we find a rig like this that's small and compact, will give me the stabilization I need, I want, so I can bring you guys better quality. This to me is a total fail. Out of all the cameras I've already had, I've had the A6500, the AX53, the GX7, the two GoPros. The two GoPros haven't failed me yet, other than the GoPro 8 I had to take back because it had something wrong with it, but they switched it right out and boom, it's been going great ever since. I actually got a new small rig cage for it, which I'm freaking in love with. GoPro's great once they get that screen doing that. I know everybody's saying, well, you can buy attachments and put an outdoor screen on it and do all this, and then your rig's pretty much this size and costs more than this camera or an A6500. Don't make much sense when the GoPro's made to be put on a car and do other things. GoPros, I had many friends tell me in the beginning, start with your GoPro, stick with your GoPro. I would have, but I got to the point where I wanted to bring you guys a quality because I'm weird like that. I want to, if I'm going to do something, I don't want to half-ass it. I want to do it full send. And that's how I am. This Canon PowerShot G7x Mark III, if you're not using a microphone, stick with the Mark II. If you don't need 4K, don't even buy this camera. I'm actually going to go look at a Sony RX 100 Mark VII, I believe it is. I think that's what it is. And it has a microphone jack because microphones are important to me. But that's enough about that, guys. To me, don't spend your money. This thing's $750. I got it at Best Buy, and it's just not worth the money. For $5.99, you can get the Mark II. And the Mark II does everything this does better from the reviews I've read. Again, I've never used the Mark II. That's just the reviews. I've seen, read, watched. But if you see anybody with one of these, other than one guy, it's the Tech Dad, I believe, and he tells everybody this is a piece of shit. But the other millions of people, and if you click best vlogging camera for 2020, best vlogging camera for 2019, this pops up. Maybe they're vlogging in 720. Maybe they don't care about quality. Maybe they don't care about fuzz, but I do. This is a fail. Canon, you failed me. The M50 is supposed to be a good camera. It's just not what I want. I don't want to change the lenses all the time. I'm trying to stay away from that. I was with that with the A6500 and I still didn't like the stabilization. The stabilization on the RX 100 Mark III is supposed to be on par or better than this one. I don't know because it's a Sony and I keep having problems with Sony. So maybe I just suck at this. I don't know. But for real talk, I'm going to tell you guys, don't waste your money. Don't buy that. That's real talk. That's a piece of shit. You'll see the video quality because I'm going to put up this with that so you can see what it is. And you can judge for yourself. The video I shot so I could make sure I got a cool camera, I shot in 1080 at 60 frames per second. The reason I did that so I can speed it up, slow it down, do whatever I need to do to bring it up to 4K. So I'm going to upscale it in editing. Can you do that? Yeah, you can. Remember, you're still stuck at 30 minutes. With the RX 100 Mark VII, you're at 30 minutes with 4K at 60 frames per second, I believe. Maybe 30 frames per second. I'll know later. And in 1080, you almost have an hour. Then you can upscale, downscale, do all that good stuff. So, conundrums. But thanks for watching, guys. That's my review on the GX7 Mark III. Don't waste your money. Stay the hell away from that camera. It's a piece of shit. And we got the wall up. I'm super happy, super pumped about the wall. The only thing, I gotta fix the glare. I'll figure that out. I'm putting some more lighting around here, doing some more work to the office. Then I'm gonna give you guys a tour so you can see what I'm rocking. I have a new monitor, new computer, new microphone for when we start doing a new type of recording. Super pumped about all this, guys. So today we're gonna go get a new camera. Again. Oh, that's gonna kill me. But stay tuned for the next video. We got Cars and Cantina coming, all kinds of stuff going on right now. It's fixing to start getting pretty weather and it's gonna get wild. Super Bowl Sunday, I may take some friends, kids for a ride in the R8. They've been wanting to ride in a supercar, so we may give them a ride. Let them see what supercars are about. I may scare the shit out of them. That's what I do. But thanks for watching, guys. Remember, smash that subscribe, hit the bell, and like. Hit the like. Likes are important. Thank you. Stay tuned, and peace.